This series up for grabs in Australia, requiring Tim.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of House of Talks. Hey Rajiv, how are you today?
Hi. I'm okay.
Thank you. Thanks for joining Cricket Talks today. So here we are at the end of the third test between India and England. Don't know what to call it. Maybe a little bit of an extended one day today. It's just ended in a couple.
Yeah, it's not a test match to put it mildly, no. And it's not because of the pitch. It's because of the pitch. I'm saying that it has nothing to do with the pitch. It's just that both sides batted badly.
Yeah, that was the public opinion as well. 30 wickets fell in 2 days, and more than 21 wickets fell to straight ball. Maybe people are a little bit intimidated by the pink ball and having too much of things going on their mind.
Okay, let's take it one by one, Ganesh. Right. So let's take the second test. Right. Second test, ball was spinning from day one. Right. Consistently spinning, and it was bouncing. And there were a few balls which kept low, and there were a few balls which bounced a lot. For example, Joe Root's second innings dismissal in Chennai for the second test had really good bounce, and then there were a few balls which kept low. So that was second test pitch. But in the third test, we never had those kind of balls, like where there were inconsistent bounce or them outrageous spin, nothing like that, right? Either it had turn, or mostly it was straight balls. That's all it was. It was either of those two, right? So considering that, I think both teams batted badly than Chennai, and this was a much better pitch than the second test in Chennai.
Okay, so the pitch was a bit better, but the batting stayed as bad as Chennai, you mean?
Much badder than Chennai, right? Okay, let's take the second test, right? The reason why that the game went to fourth day or whatever, right? It went to the end of third day or fourth day was because of a couple of centuries from Rohit and Ashwin, right? Yeah. England batted pretty poorly on the second test as well, and it seems like they haven't learned from there. They have batted pretty poorly in the third test, which just concluded, right? Just that India batted a little bit. India batted a little better in the Chennai test, and they didn't bat well in the Ahmedabad day-night pink test. And hearing post-match from Rohit and Kohli, they also say the same. I mean, I kind of agree with what they are saying actually.
Okay, but if you think the English media today, I think it's a totally different opinion. There are so many harsh opinions. I will tell you one of them, which says that you're playing on a 110 million big ground. Why are you preparing a 50 cent for the pitch? Why can't you prepare a better pitch? That was the comment from the English.
I read that. I also know from whom the comment came from. Right.
All right.
The way I would answer this is, again, this is not the pitch, right? I don't think this is with the pitch. It's just a okay. Gary, Q&A. Who was the best batsman in England for the past 5 tests? Joe Root. All right, okay. So Joe Root got hundreds in both the tests in Sri Lanka and the first test in Chennai in India, right? The moment you get those daddies out of them, nobody else is making that many runs, right? So what was Joe Root's most productive shot? The sweep. He swept really well in the first and second test, as well as the third test in Chennai. I mean, if you call the Sri Lanka series as well to this discussion, right? And then starting fourth test, what he did was he still played the sweep. But the problem was Joe Root got out to the sweep. So
that's right, yeah.
I also made a comment saying it is a low percentage shot in the pitch. Now his mind is scrambled. Should we do the sweep or should we not play the sweep? So his mind got scrambled a little bit, right? So his most productive shot, which can make sure the bowler's lens are altered, has gone out of the book. So he has to play straight or look for other scoring options, right? And then from the second test, you got a spinner in Akshar Patel who can bowl 90 meter per hour balls. Yeah. Basically, he's a darter. He doesn't spin the ball so much. He darts it, right? He goes with the arm, where it goes wicket to wicket, and then one ball turns, the other ball doesn't, and then one ball just goes straight in and then hits your pad or hits the stump. That's his ball. Basically, 100% replica of Ravindra Jadeja, right? So if you see, when you try to sweep those balls, it's very tough to sweep because of the pace. So
Yeah.
so basically, England batsman, one productive shot is going to be sweep, and basically Akshar Patel has made sure that you can't sweep. That's the difference. Okay. That's what happened actually. So they don't have any scoring shots. Their defensive technique is not great. So they're going to try to attack and it's going to lose wickets.
That's right. I think it's quite evident that England are not very comfortable playing in these test series actually, because they started blaming the umpire, and then they started blaming that, okay, maybe the pitch is not great. And
pitch is not great. I agree with you, Gani. Pitch is not great, but this is not a 2-day all-out pitch. No way. Yeah. I'll give you that. This test could have easily gone to day 3 or day 4. This is not a day 2 all-out pitch for sure.
Okay, let's talk a minute about the Indian bowlers. Ashwin took his 400th wicket, and Axar Patel, just in the second test series, is going 5-4 in back-to-back matches. What do you think about the Indian bowling?
Ashwin getting to 400 is a very memorable achievement. How many tests? It was 76, 77 tests for 400.
Yeah.
Yep. If he plays another 70 tests, he might break Murali's record. And considering the kind of pitches India are producing to the opponents, he might get to 800 for sure. Yeah. The only thing is, barring fitness concerns, I think if he plays every test match for the next 4 years, he should be around 700, 750 bracket. And he is the modern legend of the game. He's a legend in his own right. He's gonna go past Bajjee's and Kapil Dev's record in probably in the next 4 or 5 test matches for sure. So yeah, is a modern legend. He's one of the best. He is one of the best off spinners in the world, if not the best. Yeah.
Hopefully he stays fit and breaks some more records. But maybe not all of us have the same opinion. Yuvraj Singh has tweeted saying that Harbhajan Singh and Anil Kumble played in these kind of pitches, they would have taken more than like 800 or 1,000 wickets as well, which is maybe a little bit demeaning what Axar Patel and Ashwin did. But I think maybe we don't need to worry too much about these kind of tweets.
I mean, actually, Kumble is a pretty good bowler. He already got 600 or something like that, right? I think he's a damn good bowler, right? Yeah, I would. Okay, let's go back a little bit, right? When was the last time you saw these kind of pitches in India? Remember the South Africa series, where South Africa with AB de Villiers, Hashim Amla, and Faf du Plessis, who were 3 genuine good batsmen in South Africa, maybe even a couple of great batsmen. Still they struggled, right? So it's, I mean, to be very frank, there were a couple of series where the pitches were not great, but you couldn't say that of all the test matches. The last time England toured India, it was very good pitches. It was really good pitches, and Ashwin can also take 5 wickets in those kind of pitches. I wouldn't agree fully to Yuvraj's tweet, but yeah.
Maybe to an extent. Go.
Yeah, to an extent.
Maybe let's talk about the final test, because the World Test Championship, India has got a far better chance of reaching it if it just wins the final test or maybe make it a draw. But if India loses it, it's definitely going to be Australia. As you said last time, Australia might be cheering up for forms this time.
Yeah, they have to, but I don't see that happening, Ganesh. To be perfectly honest. India should win the 4th test comfortably, and I just hope as a test match fan that it goes into the 5th day, because I one believe that this Indian team, with the kind of resources they got now that they have a like-to-like replacement for Jadeja, can prepare a very good batting wicket like the one we had in Chennai and still win England. I really believe that. I truly believe that, right? For the kind of team they got, for the kind of batsmen they got, and for the kind of match-winning bowlers they got, they can prepare perfect batting wickets like the way they produced in 2016 against England, and they can still win the test match. That's my opinion.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Rajiv. I think there was some nice insights, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the next test also comes in India's favor, and we have a pretty good series and go to Lords and face New Zealand. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you so much. Looking forward to the 4th test. And hopefully England doesn't make the mistake of playing 3 fast bowlers.
Thank you very much, Rajiv.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Another episode of Cricket Talks. Please like, share, and subscribe to all your friends and families, and enjoy our cricket talks. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you.